Hi everybody, it's Kelly Holland from Divinity Designs, and today I'm here to share with you our first blessings box. This is the January 2021 box. We did complete our first full year of blessings boxes. We had 4 boxes last year, 1 per quarter, and it was well received and loved, and so this is our first box for January. And the theme this month is going to be on stars and different verses, and I'm going to show you everything that's included. I'll show you some card samples and some projects, and then Lisa will come on and she will show you some projects and go over some nice die cutting tips for you. First set in this month's kit is this Star Shaker kit. This die set you can use just as regular die cuts, but you could also make shakers with it. And there's 3 different sizes, and we'll show you some great samples using this. Next up is Freedom. We at Divinity Designs are very patriotic. We love anything to do with love of our country, love of our military. So I included a bunch of nice verses that you can use for military or veteran or anybody that you need to send a patriotic card to. This set contains a clear stamp set and also the USA dies. And you'll see that you'll have a regular die and then the layering die that goes behind it. And I'll show you that on the card samples. Next up is the Superstar. This is a really cute set and has a lot of fun verses in it. And then it also has the clear stamp set, the Superstar, or you can use stars depending on what verse you choose. Next, we have our different sentiment strips, and these are used along with the clear stamps to be able to cut out one of your verses to use on your card. And you can use them alone, or you can use them with the matching layering die, and you can also use the layering dies for some of the wider verses or the ones that are a little higher. Also included this month, we have 2 paper pads, and these are a condensed version, and we have 2 prints and 2 solids in each pad, and you could see the full-size versions on our website, but this is a nice bright colors that I thought would go well with the stars. So this is the Brights paper pad. And then this is this patriotic paper pad, and this has some nice patriotic papers, and they go great with our projects. Also included are these clay stars, red, white, and blue, and those are great to use in the shakers. Then we have some acetate. There's 6 sheets of acetate, and those are needed to make the shaker cards. So that concludes what's in the kit. We have 2 add-ons that are available. We have the Star Shaker Kit inset add-ons. These are dies that fit inside the other dies and cut out the centers. So you can see by the gray is showing the original die star die cut. And then the pattern is the pattern that cuts out of it. And Lisa will have more information on how to do that. Another add-on that you could purchase is the Star Shaker Kit layering add-ons. And these are extras that can be layered on top of the original star die cuts. And when you buy the add-ons, when you're a Blessing Box member, you get 20% off these kits. And they're great to use with the kit because they add more dimension and more design opportunities for your cards. So the first set of projects I'm going to show you all revolve around our patriotic paper pad and the other products in the kit. My first card uses the Freedom Stamp Die Duo, where you receive the clear stamps and the dies. And you can see it's a cute stencil version of the USA. And then I made shakers with the stars. And this additional item here is called our Pierce Frame Set. And you can find those in the add-on area of our website for 20% off when you're a member. My next card, this one uses the Superstar kit. Superstars versus Superstar dies. And these are called the inset dies. You can see I've taken the star and cut out the inside of it with this die set here. Here's a card I created using the Star Shaker Kit layering dies. You can see the layering die right there. And I also used our stitched sunburst die. You know how we love gift sets at Divinity Designs, so I created this timeless tote, and I also used the layering add-ons. This one has the polka dot pattern layout and then this intricate design layout. So I used both of them from the add-on. It's really cute because I found these star chocolates. So I thought that's just so cute to gift to someone. Next up is the test tube trio. You can see I found some cute candies in red, white, and blue. Made a little shaker to add to the front. Thank you for your service, which goes great with our thank you veteran card. Next, I'm going to show you a few samples using our Star Shaker Kit Brights paper pad. These fun colors. First, I made a slimline card. You could see our complete slimline collection on our website. This one also used the Star Shaker Kit to make the shakers. And then I also used the inset die for the top star and made a shaker out of that. The sequins used inside the shakers are from our July blessings box. So if you remember then, you should have some of those that match the papers. Next, I have another test tube trio using the Superstar Stamped Die Duo kit. I found these cute star candies that match the paper. How cute is that? And I also have a card here. This card is our new concertina card with layers. I used the verse from the Superstar set. And then I used our long and lean letters inside to even make the word star inside, along with some more shakers inside the card. Would that be a wonderful gift set? For some versatility, we made some extra cards using different papers from our collection. This is our candy carrier, and I made a little shaker inside of it. And this is a matching little card. Let me show it to you. Just opens up. A little star card I made a shaker out of. So there's one. This is hard to show you, but this is using mirror card in one of the dies from the inset add-ons. This embosses. So when you emboss it, right here, you see the emboss detail. And then I also used our sunburst embossing die. Finally, I have this cute pink card. And this is pretty basic. It just uses the Star Shaker kit, layered a bunch of stars, and also used our pennants dies. Now we have Lisa here to show you her projects and to give you some points and tips on using the dies from the Blessings Box January 2021.
Hi everybody, it's Lisa Somerville, and I'm here to share with you some tips for using the dies found in the January 2021 Blessings Box subscription kit. The Star Shaker kit is a set of 6 dies, and here they are die cut. You can adhere the 2 die cut panels together to create a decorative star. You can also use them with foam tape, acetate, and shaker elements to create a shaker embellishment for your projects. If you wanted to create flat shakers, you would use score tape. I'm going to be creating dimensional shakers, so I'm going to be using foam tape. I die cut the double pierced star from cardstock and acetate, and I die cut the pierced frame from pattern paper. Next, we're going to adhere the acetate to the frame panel. You can use score tape to do this. I'm using art glitter glue. And then let that dry. Now we're going to adhere foam tape on top of the acetate along the frame. making sure that you butt the edges of the foam tape up against each other so that your shaker elements won't fall out. Now that my foam tape is all in place and butted up against each other, I can go ahead and move the backing from the tape. Now I can add the shaker elements to the inside. Then line up the solid star on top of the adhesive to seal in the shaker elements. Now you can use these as embellishments on your cards, scrapbook pages, or home decor items. The next two dies coordinate with the Star Shaker Kit. The Star Shaker Kit layering add-ons is a set of 3 dies, and the Star Shaker Kit inset add-ons is a set of 6 dies. Before I share with you on how to use the Star Shaker Kit with the Star Shaker add-ons, I wanted to share a different way to create shaker cards using the Star Shaker Kit in the negative area of your cardstock. Here's 2 examples. I started out by using the layering die from the A2 Portrait Card Base with Layer Die Set to die cut a white panel. That way when I die cut the stars, I know that they'll be in the right position to use with my project. Here you can see 2 of the panels where I've die cut the stars. On these 2 panels, I did use the Star Shaker layering add-ons and the Star Shaker inset add-ons. On these 2 panels, I did use the double pierced stars from the Star Shaker Kit. Just a note on the double pierced stars, they're actually single pierced. You'll have piercing on the die cut star, and then you'll have piercing around the star on the negative panel. Now from here, you can do a couple different things to create your cards. You can use these negative panels to create shaker cards, or you can inlay the die cut stars. You can also layer pattern paper behind this panel. Here we have the A2 Portrait Base card. Here's that layering panel where I've die cut the double pierced stars from the Star Shaker Kit. Here I have the matting rectangle. That adds a pop of color between the layering panel and your base card. Now you can leave the card as is and add a stamped sentiment. You could inlay those die cut frames on top of your panel and add a stamped sentiment. But I'm going to use these pieces to create a shaker card. Again, I have the negative panel where I've die cut the double pierced stars from the Star Shaker Kit, a piece of acetate, the matting rectangle, the card base, additional die cut stars, and a sentiment from the Freedom Stamp Die Duo set that was die cut using the Sentiment Strips 2 die set. Working on the back side of the negative panel, I'm going to add score tape around the edge. Now remove the backing from the score tape and add your acetate panel. I did cut my acetate panel a little smaller than the layering panel from the portrait card base. Now here's where you're going to decide if you want a raised dimensional shaker or if you want a flat shaker for mailing purposes. If you want a flat shaker, you're going to use score tape and you're going to adhere that tape all around the edges of the stars, making sure that it butts up against each other. I want a dimensional shaker like you see on this card here. You can see the dimension with the foam tape. So I'm going to adhere that foam tape around the edges of all the stars. Just like the shaker stars that can be used as embellishments, you're going to want to make sure that your foam tape butts up against each other so that the shaker elements don't fall out. Continue applying that foam tape around all the stars. I only wanted the shaker elements to move freely within the star shapes. That's why I added the foam tape around the stars. Now I'm going to add some foam tape along the edges for added dimension on the card. Now that all the foam tape is in place, go ahead and remove the backing from the adhesive. Once the backing is removed, you can add your shaker elements. You can purchase different shaker elements on the website. Now it's time to seal in the shaker elements. You can use another piece of acetate, or you can use the matting rectangle. On my card, I'm going to use the piece of acetate so that when I line up the matting rectangle, it's lined up properly. Then press down to seal in the shaker elements. Now you can finish assembling your card. I'm going to adhere this to the matting rectangle. To further embellish the front of the card, I'm going to use some die-cut stars from the Star Shaker Kit. I'm going to add some glue to the back of the die-cut panels and then inlay them over the star opening. If you wanted added dimension on the back of the die cuts, you could use foam tape. To further embellish, I'm going to add some additional die cut stars and then my stamped sentiment. Then I'll add this panel to the base card. So there you have a shaker card using the negative area of the cardstock. Now I'd like to share with you some tips for using the Star Shaker Kit, along with the Star Shaker Kit inset add-on and the Star Shaker Kit layering add-on. Here are the Star Shaker Kit layering add-on dies. This is a set of 3 dies. Here you can see them die cut from cardstock. The layering add-ons are designed to layer on top of the solid double pierced star die cut, like you see here. When die cutting these layering add-on dies, I do find it easiest to apply a piece of adhesive to the back of your cardstock before die cutting. That way, after die cutting, all you need to do is remove the backing from the adhesive and add that layering add-on to the star die cut panel. If you don't have adhesive sheets, you can use glue to add that layering panel to the base star from the Star Shaker Kit. Next, we have the Star Shaker Inset add-on die set. This is a set of 6 dies. Inset means that it's designed to be used inside of another die. In this case, these dies are designed to be used inside the Star Shaker Kit die set. Here you can see where I've die cut the different inset dies. Now let me show you how easy it is to do this. Here you can see the inset add-on layered inside the double pierced star shaker. Add your cardstock, then die cut following the directions for your die cutting machine. After die cutting these 2 dies together, here's the end result. Inset dies don't have die cut edges. That's why they're designed to be used inside of another die. We have 2 inset dies that emboss. And here's the other 2 inset dies that are decorative. As you can see, there are many different combinations that you can use along with these die sets. Here I used the pierced frame from the Star Shaker Kit, along with the Star Shaker Kit inset add-ons. That'll give me 2 different die cuts. You can place that solid panel from the Star Shaker Kit behind the frame, and then you can add back in the center. And before I share with you the samples that I created with these die sets, I want to share with you one more shaker card. For this shaker card, I'm going to be using the Star Shaker Kit and the Star Shaker Kit insets. This panel started out using the layer panel from the A2 portrait card base, die cut from the Star Shaker Patriotic paper pad, and then I die cut the stars using the Star Shaker Kit, using the double pierced stars, the matting rectangle, and the base card. I don't want the black cardstock to show through to the opening of the stars. I'm simply going to place some adhesive on the back of the double pierced star die cuts and place those into the opening. Now I could simply leave the inlaid pieces like this and finish embellishing my card, but I want to turn this into a shaker. Remove that negative panel and set this base aside. We're going to turn this over and work on the back side. Add score tape to all the edges, remove the backing, and then add your acetate panel. I did cut my acetate a little smaller than my panel so that it doesn't stick out from the edges. Just like the shaker card I shared earlier with you in this video, I adhered foam strips just around the stars. That way the shaker elements will stay within the opening of the stars. See that I added additional foam tape around the edges and to the open areas so that the shaker card doesn't fall flat. Now I can go ahead and add those shaker elements to the inside of the stars. Once the shaker elements have been added, I'm going to use a piece of acetate to seal in the back. You can go ahead and use this layer if you'd like to seal in the shaker elements, but because there's only a 1/16 of an inch difference between this layer and this layer, I'm going to use the acetate. Press down on the acetate to seal in those shaker elements. Then adhere this panel over the bottom panel, making sure that the colored stars show through. You could have easily added a piece of pattern paper behind the opening, but I wanted my stars to be different colors. That's why I die cut the stars and added them, like I showed you at the beginning of this card. Next, I'll adhere the die cut stars that were die cut using the Star Shaker Kit and the Star Shaker Kit inset add-ons. Then embellish using additional star die cuts and a stamped sentiment. Now I'm going to share with you the projects that I created using these die sets along with the Star Shaker Kit Patriotic Paper Pad and the Freedom Stamp Die Duo set. My A2 cards do use either the A2 Portrait Card Base with Layer or the A2 Landscape Card Base with Layer and the Matting Rectangle die sets. When creating your cards, don't forget to use our A2 envelope die set to create coordinating envelopes. The 2 shaker cards, next, I have a card set using the quilted triangle die set along with additional Divinity Designs products. 2 cards using the stitched sunburst background die along with additional products. A card using the sunburst background die. Our festive favor die set. And our pop-up card with layers die set along with the belly band die, which is used to hold this card closed. I did add a shaker element using the Star Shaker Kit as an embellishment. This next set of projects use the Superstar Stamp Die Duo set along with the Star Shaker Brights paper pad, the Star Shaker Kit die set, the Star Shaker Kit layering add-ons, the Star Shaker Kit inset add-ons, the A2 portrait card base with layer die set, the matting rectangles, along with additional Divinity Designs dies. And here I have a gift set. Using our milk carton holder along with additional Divinity Designs dies. I used our circle dies to cut an opening in the center so that you can see through to the inside to see the nuggets. A gift card holder and a card. I used the triangles from the pop-out card with layers die set to add interest to the center of the card. And here's another card. Lastly, I have some cards to share with you that use sentiments from the Superstar Stamped Die Duo set, along with the A2 portrait card base with layer die set, the matting rectangle die, along with the Park Silhouettes and Cowboys and Cactus Silhouettes die sets that can be found in the April 2020 Blessings Box subscription kit. If you have any questions about the products used on the project shown in the video, you can use the live chat feature on our website to leave us a message or send us an email. For more inspiration, visit our samples gallery, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Pinterest and Instagram.